From your official UK station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Game Day.
Welcome to BBN Game Day. I'm Anna Tarullo.
And I'm Christy Thomas. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Happy Derby weekend. All of the good things happening around the Bluegrass right now.
That's right. We're going to talk about all of it, plus show you some recent community service the UK football team did. A great story on the original members of the newest team on campus, plus Tyler Hero, 6th Man of the Year. Christy, let's get right into it,
Yeah,
girl.
let's do it. All right, well, we mentioned Derby. We mentioned Mother's Day, but how about this? It's also graduation weekend, and a record number of student athletes are walking across the stage this weekend. A total of 114 current and former UK student athletes are earning their degrees. That includes 11 Wildcats who are completing their master's degrees.
Smart.
Yeah.
While at Kentucky, these graduates have been part of 3 NCAA championships, 9 conference championships, and 5 conference tournament championships. 17 grads have earned All-America honors while at UK, and 25 have gained all-conference recognition. Long story short, this is a long list of very accomplished and well-rounded people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. One of the names on that list, Kentucky offensive lineman Eli Cox. We love Eli.
We love Eli. And if you're thinking, wow, I didn't know Eli had been in school that long. Well, you're right. He's graduating early. He sat down with our Maggie Davis to talk about that and what's next for him on the field and in the classroom.
Well, Eli, congratulations. It's graduation week. What does that mean to you? I mean, when you hear graduation week, does it feel real? Has it sunk in?
Well, not quite yet. I think it'll sink in Friday when I actually have to do the whole ceremony and everything. It doesn't feel like I've been here that long, but looking back, I mean, going into season 4, I've been here 3 years. It's really gone by really fast for me.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't been here that long to graduate with an undergrad degree, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
3 years, yeah.
You want to fast track a little bit? How'd you get it done so fast?
Yeah, so I had some credits when I came in from high school, and then when I enrolled early, that gave me a whole semester on, and then we have those summer classes, so I was able to get ahead pretty fast and finish it in 3.
And what is the degree?
Integrated Strategic Communications. So it's kind of a mouthful, but on the public relations pathway.
How did you land on that path? When did you decide that was the path for you?
Yeah, ultimately, I always want to work with sports, even when I'm done playing football, and so I just thought that the media and the communications part through sports would be a fun way to kind of stay involved in that sports world and then do something on the media side, be on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, definitely. And I know, obviously, you've had some internships throughout your time here. What have those experiences been like for you so far?
It's been really good. I interned with Central Bank in the marketing department, and so we did a lot of like behind-the-scenes things there, and we worked with setting on events, writing press releases for the company, and things like that. And it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of good people, and I really enjoyed working there.
Obviously, you know, you're coming back next season. That's no big news breaking there, but you have to take classes, right, to come back. So what will you be doing next year?
So next year, I think I've decided I'm going to do a media studies and productions major. So I'll get a second degree because I've dabbled with the sports broadcasting a little bit on Pro Day, and I think that's what I want to do for my career. So I'm going to try and do that major and kind of get into that world a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you say dabble. I think you did more than that, right? You crushed it. You were on the SEC Network all morning.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. Slacks gave me a good opportunity and put me in connection with those people, and it was a lot of fun.
Was that the first time you'd really done anything like that? I mean, that's so different than...
Yeah. I mean, the only stuff I'd done for TV is kind of interviews like this. I'd never led the interviews or anything like that. So it was a little bit different. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Hopefully more opportunities like that will come your way, right?
I hope so. I really hope so. That'd be a lot of fun.
Well, anytime you want to switch roles here, we can do it.
Oh, sounds good. We can work on that.
Yeah, we'll have you on any time. But when you did that, was that sort of a stepping stone in your mind of like, this is what I really want to do professionally? I mean, you can think that, but until you actually have that experience, I think sometimes it's hard to know until you've done it a little bit, right?
Yeah, it was always something that's like, man, that'd be like a really cool job. Like they'll fly you around, you get to talk about sports and be on the camera and go to these cool games and stadiums for free. And then kind of getting a taste of that with the Pro Day and actually working with the ESPN people, I was like, okay, like this is actually like exactly what I thought it would be. This is a lot of fun. I really want to do this.
Did they give you any tips?
Not as many tips. There's like, just go out there and talk. You know football. Just ask them questions. These are your teammates. You'll be comfortable with everybody, and it'll work out pretty well.
Tell me a little bit about the major that you'll be in next year.
So it's MAS, which is Media Arts Studies, and I'm going to work through kind of the productions pathway of that. So it's really going to be kind of like what you guys are doing with the production side, running interviews, learn how the production works, like what all goes into doing an interview and then putting it to production and then putting it on TV and things like that. So it'll be a lot of fun.
So you've done sort of in front of the camera now a couple times, and that'll help you a little bit more behind the scenes, which is always a valuable skill, I think.
Yep.
That's so cool. So how did you sort of figure out the best path at UK specifically? You know, because there are so many different paths within communications and, you know, English majors. You know, there's so many different ways to do it. How did you decide on ISC and then MAS?
Well, it all goes back to my academic advisor. I worked with Chatham Boyer, and when I came in my freshman year, she's always kind of sat down. She's like, look, there's a lot of stuff here. She said, you don't need to rush and choose something immediately. Like, so I started as a kinesiology major because I really love being an athlete and lifting weights. Like, oh, well, I'll just do sports forever. Like, I'll be like an athlete teacher or something like that. So did the kinesiology and realized that wasn't really for me with the whole like anatomy deal. I was trying to memorize 257 different muscles. So I was like, oh, that's a little tough. So I switched from that, and then I talked to Chad about doing things like public relations, working in sports media, and then sideline reporting and things like that. And she pointed me towards the ISC, where I'd be able to kind of figure out what that all is like, and I just really enjoyed doing it. This is kind of a blend of marketing, public relations, and just different ways of communication with companies, and I really enjoyed it and stuck with it.
Graduation coming up end of this week. When you think about getting to walk across that stage, earn your college degree, what do you think that'll be like?
I think it'll be really cool. You know, it's something I've worked really hard. I mean, being a student athlete is not the easiest thing in the world, but I mean, we've got a great support system here between all of our coaches and how they communicate with our academic people, and just the amount of support and all the people that have helped me get to where I am today. I'm really proud to be here and be able to get that degree.
You have family coming in?
I do. Well, they're not going very far. Everyone's about 10-minute drive, so everyone's coming in for this ceremony.
Yeah, no hotel rooms necessary.
No, no. Longest drive's an hour, so yeah, we'll be in town.
Good, good. I mean, I'm sure they're excited and proud and.
Oh yeah, everyone's really excited. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be nice.
And how cool is it that you get to do it once and then come back and
do it all over again
next year? So yeah. Is the MAS program, you can do that in 1 year?
I'm going to do it I have 2 years of eligibility left, so I'm going to be on a 2-year track.
Okay, 2-year track with that.
Yep.
Okay, so you have a little break in between graduations at least.
Yes, 2 more years, and I'll be good to go again.
Have you already gotten your gown?
I did, yeah. I was on top of it. Got it all steamed and ironed so I don't look wrinkly up on stage. Yeah, my mom was.
She's on it.
Oh yeah, she didn't want me looking like an idiot.
Offensive lineman.
Good mom.
Good
she doesn't want to look like
mom
an idiot.
points
We
right
iron
there.
That stuff.
Offensive lineman racking up degrees. The Luke Fortner impact is going to be felt around here for a long time,
yes,
Christy.
it is. Well, here's what's crazy. Luke got drafted by the Carolina Panthers last Friday. Then just a few days later, he was at UK Children's Hospital meeting and playing with the patients. We'll show you who joined him and the impact they had on those kids right after this.
BBN Game Day, sponsored by Coca-Cola, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, Kentucky Select Chevy Dealers, Kroger, Lexington Opera House, Papa John's, Shelter Insurance, and Specialty Foods Group.
This can't be right.
Trouble with your taxes? You know, filing your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. With Tax Act, filing is simple. Incoming! Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 25 years. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust. Then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 7,500 locations inside a convenience store near you.
Miscellaneous expenses.
Tax worries. With Tax Act, you file for less and get your maximum refund. You're gonna need this. Oh, other way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Tax Act.
You're watching BBN Game Day.
Welcome back to BBN Game Day. For the first time in 2 years, the kids at the UK Children's Hospital got to welcome some very special visitors this week.
So sweet. Members of the UK football team were in the hospital signing mini footballs and playing games with the patients. Due to COVID-19, these visits had to be suspended for a while, and they were missed by the kids, their doctors, and the nurses, and yes, the players too. Our Michael Burke was there.
It's been a long couple of years with pandemic-related restrictions for everyone, but those were felt particularly hard here at Children's Hospital on the UK campus, where patients had to go without their celebrity visitors for several years. But that all changed on Tuesday afternoon.
What's up, Thomas?
Thomas Devereaux is killing time during cancer treatments by watching an old episode of Friends. Then he got a visit from a few of his own.
Yeah, that was awesome. Those guys are great. That was really cool.
What's your favorite club to swing?
Thomas is a senior at Tate's Creek and will attend EKU in the fall. He's here to finish up treatment for a cancerous tumor that had to be removed from his right leg. The Wildcats were back inside UK Children's Hospital for the first time since the start of the pandemic, and these visits are always therapeutic for the patients.
To think that these football players and these individuals would spend time out of their day when they could do anything else to come and spend time with them, it makes them feel special, and that's part of what we want people to feel when they come into the Children's Hospital.
You watch the Wildcats?
But truth be told, the patients are not the only beneficiaries from these visits.
A lot of these guys are fans, they're part of the Big Blue Nation, so we just want to interact with them and show them that they're family to us, and we really appreciate them.
Dude, I think I'm going to have to go with Luigi.
Playing games, signing mini footballs, doing a little painting, or just talking football doesn't really matter. These are the 10-win Citrus Bowl champs we're talking about from last season, so their presence here means a lot, and they know that. It's why they come with smiles, including the big guy, who was just selected on day 2 of the NFL draft.
Every time you walk in the room here, show up here, you forget how much you take for granted. And it's eye-opening and puts everything in perspective.
There was a time when Thomas probably took things for granted too, like going to the prom, which this year required a special discharge.
I was the king. That was a lot of fun. All of my friends were really happy for me, and it was just great to get out and see all my friends. It's been a while.
Now he's got a whole new group of friends, and it made his day, his week, his month, maybe even his year. Thomas Devereaux. He was asked by a couple of Wildcats who his favorite player is right now. He said Mike Evans. That's a former Texas A&M kid, but the UK guys didn't hold it against him. In Lexington, Michael Burke for BBN Tonight.
Man, I can only imagine how much that meant to him. And
Yeah.
what I love is these players, they probably realize a little bit the impact they're making, but looking back on it years from now, man, I think that'll really touch their heart that they made such an impact on so many young people.
No question. Good
I love
stuff,
that.
guys. Yeah.
All right, still ahead, we have the latest on UK baseball and softball.
Plus, we'll catch up with a few members of the newest team on campus to talk about the hardware they recently brought home. That's next on BBN Game Day.
At Kroger, we believe fresh is all about standards. That's why we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more, keeping only the best of the best on our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
My 8-year-old always asks when I come home, Dad, did you help people today? And most days, I do help people. But too often, I can't help people who make poor decisions, like paying more attention to their phone than to the road when they're behind the wheel, or not bothering to wear their seatbelt. Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
You're watching BBN Game Day.
It's not every year a Division I school in a Power 5 conference adds a new sport to its campus.
That's right, but that's exactly what Kentucky did last fall, and now the team's 2 seniors have accepted a very meaningful award on the program's behalf. Our Maggie Davis has more.
Traditionally, the Heart of the Wildcat Award has gone to an individual who's overcome tremendous obstacles, represented not only their program but the entire university in a strong way, and been the ultimate competitor. Previous winners include Steven Johnson, Josh Paschal,
Josh Paschal, and Kentucky's got it.
Michaela Epps, and John Schlarman. This year, instead of going to one person, it went to an entire team. The Kentucky Stunt program just wrapped up its inaugural season on campus.
I think we had a pretty good start for it being our first year as a program.
Even with a roster initially comprised entirely of walk-ons, the program advanced to the sport's national championship tournament this season.
Honestly, it just feels impeccable to be a part of Team 1 here at the university. So it's just very exciting, to have all the support from everyone. It feels great.
I definitely agree with that. We never thought that we would be here, so the fact that we are here and we got to compete this year and had the support of everybody was just amazing.
This award, presented in front of athletes, coaches, and staff from every sport on campus, represents much more than a trophy.
I mean, it's been awesome just to be a part of the athletic department and getting to be at, the Catspies for the first time, since it's been in a hiatus for a couple of years. So actually being able to see it, as a team for the first time and feeling that support, a little bit of that love, and, it's just been great. We were super excited to be here, and then even to receive an award, we're just ecstatic.
There's really no words for it, honestly. It's kind of breathtaking just to even have that recognition. We work so hard, and sometimes it feels like, you don't get anything out of it, but you put so much into a family, and then to have that kind of love back, it feels great.
She said it perfectly. We're just one big family, and we couldn't be here without each other or our coaches.
Heart of the Wildcat, that is such a historic sort of phrase and a word here, and for them to get to take that home after year one has to really be something special for them, but also for you and for this entire program.
Yeah. I think grit embodies this program just because as we were going through the season, anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. There was there was a thing that happened with with buses where we were about to leave for a tournament, our last tournament, and the night before the bus that was supposed to take us, the driver tested positive with COVID, and for about 12 hours we didn't have a way to get to our tournament. That tournament we actually went 4-0. So it was a really important tournament for us, because then at that tournament we beat a team that was pretty good, and that gave us the force of rankings going into the championship at the end of the year. So it was pretty awesome, and this team is really special.
And this was only the beginning. Being one of just 7 teams to earn a spot in the national championship tournament gave the Wildcats a taste of what a postseason run can be like.
We're gearing up, we're ready for next year.
And although these athletes are graduating,
unfortunately, our time is coming to an end here, which is very sad.
They've laid the groundwork to make Stunt a successful program at Kentucky in the years to come.
I have nothing but best wishes for the program as they expand and grow over the next however many years they prosper. So it's been a good run for us, yeah.
In the future, I definitely see this team winning a national championship, and I can't wait to be there to watch it.
Yeah.
And that is what the Heart of the Wildcat is all about.
I have no doubt. Big things ahead for them, for sure. All right, well, Miami is heating up. We have the latest on the NBA's 6th man of the year.
That's right, and UK Baseball's historic win over the #1 team in the country. We'll be right back.
A special thank you to our cornerstone partners, Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Do 2 W-2s make a W-4?
Hi, I'm April. I know tax season can be a little messy. With TaxAct, you get your maximum refund. Switch to TaxAct and start for free.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Using tax filing software. Smart. Know what's smarter? Using TaxAct. The one with the expertise to help you get more. Switch to TaxAct and start for free.
Tune in to the Nick Mingione Show on Monday nights on 630 WLAP in Central Kentucky, or stream anywhere on UKathletics.com. Darren Hedrick talks with the Kentucky baseball head coach every week to share the latest from the Batcats.
You're watching BBN Game Day.
Time for This Week for the Wildcats, brought to you by Toyota. We have to start with baseball. That's because the Batcats pulled off the upset of the year, beating the Tennessee Volunteers 3-2 in the first game of the series. Late, I do mean late, on Thursday night. I would know because I was up watching it. This one went to 13 innings inside Kentucky Proud Park, but in the end, a midnight win is still a win.
How about our guys? They're just fighting. everything going. I mean, they are just so tough and just so competitive, and they just fight. And it was fun to see them in that last inning too, kind of free up. They maybe took some of their belts off and untucked some of their it was just good to see them just like let loose and be free.
Let loose and be free is right.
Man.
I'll tell you what, Anna, this was a great game, especially considering that Tennessee is leading the nation in home runs. They didn't have any home runs in this game. Kentucky did everything they needed to do to win. It was good stuff.
I wouldn't put this on the level of the women's basketball team winning the SEC tournament, but when I saw it on Twitter, my reaction was almost as close.
Yeah.
I could not believe that they won.
Very
so
cool.
exciting.
Yeah.
Great win for this team. Kentucky softball had a series against South Carolina this weekend. Last series of the regular season. Game 3 scheduled for Sunday at noon on the SEC Network. Not too much time to rest for the Cats either. The SEC tournament starts next week in Gainesville, Florida.
Well, Tyler Hero was named the NBA Sixth Man of the Year on Tuesday, rightfully so, after leading the league among all reserves with nearly 21 points per game during the regular season. Hero is the first Wildcat to win this award, as well as the first player from the Miami Heat to claim the honor. He shot 39.9% from three-point range, averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Tyler had 8 30-point games off the bench this season, which tied for the third most by a reserve in NBA history. His 20 games of 25 or more were the fourth most in NBA history off the bench. I would say that earns you a Sixth Man of the Year award.
I think he deserved it.
Yes.
Hero is the third Wildcat to win an NBA award under John Calipari. Karl Anthony Towns was Rookie of the Year in 2016. Julius Randle won the Most Improved Player award last season. And then if you go back to Calipari's previous stops at UMass and Memphis, Cal is the only collegiate coach in history to have a former player win each of the major NBA honors. Derrick Rose was an MVP, and Marcus Camby won Defensive Player of the Year.
To celebrate Hero season, let's go back to 2019. That seems like a lifetime ago, by the way, when he helped lead the Cats to an Elite 8 appearance. He started in all 37 games for UK and averaged 14 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game.
Shot fake by Hero, and he buries a three. Oh, yeah. That was beautiful. Yeah, it was. Tyler Hero sticks a good look. Hero scoops, scores. He is a baller.
If you don't like Hero, you don't like basketball.
He a bucket. Y'all say he a bucket.
I'm a bucket then.
And the John Calipari summer camps are back for 2022. Father-son, father-daughter, overnight, and Camp Cal are all happening in June. All camps will be held on the University of Kentucky's campus and will feature UK's upgraded facilities. Registration is open at ukathletics.com/camps.
More BBN Game Day right after this.
Okay, you want to make pizza night with the family even better? Bam! Get yourself this Parmesan-crusted papadilla. So while the kids grab their slices, you'll be crunching on toasty flatbread folded with meats and cheese. It's like a golden, crispy little fireworks show in your mouth. Oh. Ooh. Get a Parmesan-crusted papadilla just for you, only at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
The sun shines bright, the corn tops ripe, and birds make music all the day. This is our old Kentucky home, a place where we take the time to create and enjoy life's sweetest pleasures, like the finest Kentucky bourbon, the most authentic bluegrass music, and the most heartwarming family meal times that feature the highest quality meats from Kentucky Legend. Serve your family the very best. Kentucky Legend, where food ought to come from.
Swing, line drive, left field, fair ball, base hit, Kentucky wins! Alonso Rubalcaba wins it!
Rubalcaba.
Let's
That's
go.
Darren Hedrick with the call for the UK Sports Network as Kentucky shocks the college baseball world with an upset over the Vols. Clearly, Anna, that is our Coke Play of the Week. Worthy of it, and what a great call for Darren. I love that.
Oh,
He does
love
a great
that
job.
for Darren.
Yeah.
Man, goosebumps head to toe. I just got chills watching that.
That was awesome.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of BBN Game Day.
We'll see you again next week. Until then, go Big Blue.
And don't forget to watch BBN Tonight, weeknights at 7:30 on LAX 18, the LAX 18 app, or anytime on bbntonight.com.
BBN Game Day, sponsored by Coca-Cola, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, Kentucky Select Chevy Dealers, Kroger, Lexington Opera House, Papa John's, Shelter Insurance, and Specialty Foods Group.